Hi guys, this is Stephen Fox and today I'll be taking a good look at the Meizu M2 E or E2 as it's known, the first phone with quad LED flash. While I unbox this new Meizu M2 E or E2 as it's known as well, let me tell you about its main features. One outstanding feature is the quad LED flash, which I'll talk a little bit later on. It's a new way to put the flash for the back camera. This is powered by Helio P20, which is MediaTek's answer to Snapdragon 625, and it's a very good power efficient chip. Another worthy to mention thing is that this is running on YunOS and of course Flyme 6 on top of it, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later on. Let's start. It's a very good display quality by the Meizu M2 E or the E2 as it's known, as well as build quality. This is a very good looking device. You will not regret getting this. It's absolutely stunning looking, slick, slim, light, and built out of metal. Very premium design and build quality by Meizu. Phones under $200 tend to feel a bit cheap. This is far from true with the Meizu M2 E, which is a good device, very premium looking, very premium build, and it could very well pass as a flagship if this was 2016. It feels very natural to hold with one or two hands. Display quality is very good, the IPS viewing angles are great, and color saturation, color gamut accuracy is again excellent, far above competitive phones at this price range, and it does have a 3.5mm headphone jack as well. One important thing that you should know about the Meizu M2 E or E2 is that it's running not on Android but on YunOS. Both Android and iOS are very compatible with each other. It really doesn't matter what kind of version you're using, it's YunOS or Android. It's still Linux and it's still basically the same. All the apps from Google Play Store work, no problem. And it does get regular updates as well. I've had 3 or 4 updates on it. So far, everything's fine. Battery life's fine, gaming's fine. I haven't seen any substantial updates, like any differences at all between YunOS and Android. What you need to know is there is no difference. Honestly, there really isn't. Phone boots up and is installed the same way as any other Meizu phone with Flyme OS. So as I say, it really doesn't matter. Once you input the fingerprint scanner and start, you should go to the App Store if you want to install Google Play services. And it's called now just the App Store. It's the blue shopping bag icon on your front screen. All you do is you type Google in it, press search, and you see this colored icon with G in it. Just click on it, it will install, and then you have to open it and install, and that's it. It might ask you for a few permissions, but after this it will ask for the phone to be rebooted. You reboot the phone and voila, you get the Play Store icon, and it's working great. Everything as it should. You input your account in there, everything works fine. Apps are downloaded, no issues, no waiting for Wi-Fi like Xiaomi devices, like some Xiaomi devices at least. So at least Google Play Store integration is perfectly managed with Flyme OS, Android and YunOS as well. Just to show you, absolutely no difference. Here you have the power settings typical for Meizu phone, which has balanced and performance modes, and again performance mode is preferable since it doesn't drain that much battery over the balance modes. And you do get all the customization features from the Team Store as well. Absolutely no difference in software experience between running Android and YunOS. I do know there's a difference in the compiler, the app compiler, and Android uses Dalvik, YunOS uses something else, which I don't know, but using it daily, absolutely the same experience. I have a Meizu Pro 6 Plus as my daily driver, and the M2E or E2 just performs absolutely the same in any software experience. But just let me show you again. Here it is, UnoOS 5.1.1. This is not Android 5.1.1, although it does feel like it. I just don't know. I think it's subsidized by AliExpress. That's why this device is cheaper. But then again, it's 2 gigs of onboard storage. It's a good device. The Meizu M2 E is a very fast device for daily usage. The Helio P20 is a very efficient and fast chip, up to par with Snapdragon 625, and it performs really well. Opening, closing apps, running multiple apps in the background are no problem for the Meizu M2 E. Now let's get a bit to the performance part, which is important. The Helio P20 is a great chip. Doesn't matter what you've heard about MediaTek, the P20 and X20 are very good chips, especially the P20 is the newest chip in 16 nanometers. Fabrication process, very capable, just as good as the Snapdragon 625. Maybe Snapdragon 625 just edges it a little bit in the battery life, but gaming and general performance is very good on the P20, up to par with the Snapdragon. And this does pack all the sensors you need, not like some Chinese device we don't have gyroscope and other things. And this is the band that supports both SIM cards, band 1, 3, 5, 7, 38, 39, 40 and 41. So this is another Meizu phone that chooses not to support band 20, which is a major European Union brand. However, both SIM slots do support a CDMA network, band 0 for North America. So this is a good import phone for the US. So if you check with your carrier, if those are the bands you support, then you should get this, as it's a very good device and it covers a lot of frequencies as well. GPS on the Meizu E2 or M2E also flies, runs great. Once you start it up, it automatically locks. Positioning is fast and accurate. A very good GPS phone, again thanks to the Helio P20, which is a great chip by MediaTek. All this time I've been talking, here's for you to see. Daily tasks, social media, switching between apps is very good, nice and fluid. On the E2 and Helio P20, apps open almost instantaneously. There's little to no loading time. Very good power and efficient chip. The Helio P20, as speed goes, especially when browsing through the web and editing videos and photos, this is a very good chip. I would even have to say it just edges a little bit the Snapdragon 625 in CPU performance, and you do get, of course, split screen multitasking as well, and screen recorders embedded within Flyme 6, and it all works great. Sometimes you pop up an app that says, oh, it might not work in split screen mode, but then it does so without any issues at all. So again, Meizu providing top-notch software experience, no bugs, just a very good software experience in general. If you're used to Flyme OS, that is. Gaming is also a very pleasant experience on the Meizu M2 E, delivering very good frame rates, even in heavy 3D games, thanks to the Helio P20, and it doesn't get hot at all. This is a very good gaming phone as well. Gaming performance is something that bargain hunters are looking for in a sub $200 phone, as they want cameras, performance, build quality and everything in one. Well, this hasn't been achieved yet. Even the Redmi Note 4X Snapdragon 625 still hiccups in a few games, and so does the Helio P20. However, these hiccups are very minor, and even in some very good looking games like the ones you're seeing here, frame rate is very acceptable and it runs great. This is a full HD screen, by the way, not an HD one, so it does stress the GPU quite a lot. And this is perhaps the best looking game on Android right now. It's an on-rails shooter with absolutely great textures. You can check the graphics quality is nearly PC level, and it does run almost perfectly on the Helio P20 and Meizu E2. It's good. Let's try the speakers now. It's loud enough. As far as camera is concerned, the main accent on the Meizu M2 is its front camera, not its back one. The front camera is absolutely stunning at this price. I doubt you get a better camera with a sub $200 phone. All you selfie lovers out there, this is the best selfie camera phone you can get under $200. It's an 8 megapixel, 1.4 micron pixel size front camera that captures stunning photos with great bokeh effect in good lighting conditions. And you do have beauty mode as well, which is okay to use in the first 2-3 settings, but then it gets a bit weird. I'll show you in a minute. I'm looking like a cat people person. However, selfies are great, plenty of detail, especially if the weather conditions are good, the lighting conditions are good. Selfies look very professional. However, I do not recommend using the heaviest beauty option, as you saw. Just take a look at these photos. Absolutely gorgeous selfies, flagship worthy of 400 plus devices, even in low light. The video and photo capturing abilities of the main camera are not what I expected from a Meizu device. Definitely a bit below the price category here. That doesn't mean that the camera is bad. Quite the opposite, it's quite good. I was just expecting a bit more from Meizu. And you get full manual modes, slow motion and everything in a sub $200 phone. This is something very nice to have. And as I said, photos in good lighting conditions look very, very good, but they're a bit more softer than I would like. And as light comes down, they tend to lose more detail, become again softer, and noise starts to creep in. However, as you see, good lighting conditions, the photos are as good as any $200 phone out there. You will not be disappointed by them, and macro shots particularly look great on this device, even in lower lighting conditions. But do expect heavy loss of detail as light goes down. Now the video is a bit of a miss for me, definitely with low bitrate than I would have liked. It's still okay, but I was expecting a bit more. The quad LED flash looks really cool on the phone, but what does it do? In short, it provides better colors for your night photos and is a bit wider range of spectrum, but is nothing really that fancy. And now it's time to sum it all up. If you're a Meizu fan and looking for a thin device with good battery life, very good build quality, good display, and you're definitely keen on better selfies, the Meizu M2 E or E2 is probably the best phone you can get right now, around $200. This has been Stephen Fox. Thank you for watching my Meizu M2 E video review. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and leave a comment below if you need to know anything more. I'm there for you.
Stick around.